comes to that role transitioning and ensuring that you have the DNA, then at the leadership level, you have a seat and it becomes more than just available to you. It becomes a mandate. We need to have this role. We need to have this thought process at the table with the rest of the thought processes so that weaved together, the outcome is ideally better. When organizations understand that putting information in a spreadsheet is a really great first start, but leaving it there can lead to disparate sets of information or aging of the information itself. What ends up happening is by the time you're learning that that is happening in the sheets, you've built processes around those sheets, around that information, which becomes stale. That leads to assumptions that are often flawed to some extent, maybe only a little, or in some more extreme cases, maybe the entire assumption is flawed, which then leads to flawed business decisions. It focuses on the difference between a system and the information in the system. And that also then speaks to how the system is used. Having a person who sits in a seat, in a role that's designed around the idea of ensuring that access to the information, but advocacy for the information and for self-service of it can change and ultimately drive a cultural shift in how that information is maintained. And that usually will lead to feeding back into an organization like mine to say, we want this better, we want more, we want these tools. That's when you know you're really in a good place. Your customers, when they're coming and asking for something along those lines, you're really in a good place. You know you've got them a captive audience, so to speak, and it gives you almost a self-creating roadmap. Investing in those relationships, ensuring the bridges are built, that they're maintained, that they're healthy. Get to a place where the people that you work with, your colleagues, other teams, cross-functional members, what you want them to believe, and you want them to know it even more than believing, is that we're here to help. We're here to enable.